Hey, worship team. Hope you guys are doing well today. This is your weekly update video for Monday, April 19th, 2021. Is it wild to anybody else that the first quarter of the year is like behind us? Pretty crazy. It's going quick, but that's good. We're blessed. We've got a lot going on, and the Lord is just being good to us right now. I've got a few things that I want to run past you and make sure they're on your radar. In fact, I've got 4 of them. They're going to go pretty quick, but I want you to make note of these because it's going to be important just for our smooth operation as a team together. The first thing that I want to talk about is scheduling for May and June. And if this is the first message that you're getting about scheduling for May or June, well, then it's too late. We've already done scheduling for May and June. So you should have received service requests in your email. If you haven't, your team leaders will get those to you this week. And take a look at it. Make sure you're keeping an eye on that, and hop into Planning Center if you haven't seen an email, and just make sure you don't have any outstanding service requests. Here's what I want you to do with that. I want you to go in and accept all of those service requests. Don't leave those hanging out. That just causes a lot of anxiety going down the road. Blockout dates. The purpose of that is for us to know when you're available. So if you've received a service request, you should be available. Please go ahead and hit accept on those service requests, and that will be very helpful to your team leaders and to just the smooth functioning of our team. Second thing I want to talk about today are Saturday night services. So I think I mentioned this in a previous update video, and I know I've had one-on-one conversations with some of you about Saturday night services. I wanted to put on your radar, though, the fact that this summer, we're going to be suspending Saturday night services for basically our services in June, July, and August. This happens Memorial Day weekend. So that means that our last Saturday night service for the spring, our last Saturday night service is going to be Saturday, May 22nd, 2021. That means that on Saturday, May 28th, 2021, there will not be a Saturday night service. And that will go, the plan is right now for that to go through Labor Day weekend. So the first Saturday night service we're looking at maybe being September 11th, but we're not kind of sure on that because we've got some things that some ideas we're cooking up for September 12th. So stay tuned on that. I'll keep you informed, and none of that will be a surprise to you. So what you just need to make note of is that starting Saturday, September 28th, we will not have Saturday night service for the summer. One other thing that I want to make sure is on your radar, it's also in May, is May 23rd. That's our next worship night. Now, I talked about last week in last week's update video, the importance of worship nights. And I'm going to be so bold as to say that this worship night should be on your calendar. You should make it a priority to come and be a part of worship night. But not just you, your family, your friends, your community, whatever this looks like, I want to encourage you to come and be a part of worship night, especially if you serve on the worship team. This is, first of all, God's people are commanded to gather together and to worship. Although this is outside of our normal weekend services, this is an important strategy in building a culture of worship together as a church. But not just that. I mean, a culture of worship is one thing. It's important. I think it's a really practical, functional thing. Here's what also is important. God's people should be worshiping God. They should be beholding who He is, and they should be doing that in connection with one another. Not just having a personal connection to God, but having a corporate connection to God. That's really crucial, that corporate connection. And so I'm going to invite you, come out May 23rd. It's going to be a unique worship night. We've not done one like this, at least since I've been here. I've not done one like this. It's going to be in the main lobby. It's going to be all acoustic. And we're going to do some really familiar songs. And come and let your voice be a part of the worship and the sound that goes up that night. May 23rd, 6 o'clock p.m. Mark it on your calendar. Block out other things. Pretend like this is a doctor's appointment and make it a priority. Come and be a part of worship night that night. Final thing that I want to talk about is the plan for this coming weekend. This coming weekend is the 24th and the 25th. We'll take a peek at the 25th because I think that's going to affect most of you. Let's take a look here at Planning Center. If you've got your own version of Planning Center you want to pull up, you can. If not, I've got it here on the screen. This is what we have coming up. This is week 3 in the Ecclesiastes series. This is also going to be a baptism weekend. The schedule has not gone out yet as far as baptisms are concerned. So once those come our way, we'll update those in the plan for Sunday morning. But we are the plan, at least right now, is to do a 5-minute countdown timer. And then for baptisms to kick off the hour, if there are baptisms, and if not, Follow You Anywhere will kick off the hour. There is a possibility, and I say this with a caveat. There is a possibility that Follow You Anywhere moves pre-service. If so, we'll do a 10-minute countdown timer in that place. As the week goes on, as we have more meetings and conversations about this service and kind of nail these things down with everyone involved, that will change to reflect what's happening here in PCO. And of course, if you're serving, just tune in to the 8:30 production meeting on Sunday morning. So after kind of our opening song and our baptisms, we'll be in with Welcome and Greeting, and then 2 songs here, Forever Reign and Build My Life. We have done both of these songs before. Forever Reign, it's been a little while, less than a year, but do make sure you go in, have a listen to the rehearsal tracks, have a watch of the performances that we've linked in there for Forever Reign. If there's anything you're missing, if you need a capo chart or anything, it's key of G, so you probably won't. But if there's anything you're missing as far as attachments are concerned, do feel free to reach out to me. I'm happy to get you connected to whatever you need there. Build My Life, again, we have done this a lot. It has been a little while, but this should be a very familiar song here for us. Okay, and then we'll go through, this will be a prayer for message. This will not be a bumper here, but we'll pray, we'll transition, we'll go into the service at that point. And then after the message, we're going to do a brand new song. Kirsten's going to lead a brand new song called Run to the Father. Great song. Be sure to check that out. It is brand new, so let me encourage you, put some intentional rehearsal time in on this particular song today. It is really important. Okay, and then afterwards, we are ending the service this weekend. This will both happen on Saturday night and Sunday morning with our annual promotion for Safe Families. This is an organization that exists to help children who are in need to find foster families and to find families where they can be safe, they can be protected as they're going through a really difficult situation. So there will be an announcement in this spot and a video that runs there as well. And then, of course, we'll close with our benediction, and we'll do chorus after verse 4 to the end of Follow You Anywhere as the walkout song to close out the service. That should be pretty straightforward. However, if you do have any questions about any of that, you are welcome to reach out to me, and I will answer anything or put you in contact with whoever can answer any questions that you may have. Okay, that's everything I have for you today. I want to close with this thought as we wrap up this video today, and that is the thought of intentionality. Us being intentional as a team. We use this language a lot as we talk through the services on Sunday morning and on Saturday night, and as we've had our worship staff meeting this morning, we've also been talking about this word intentionality. You know, there's a lot of rhythm built into what we do as a team. Even these videos right here, every Monday morning or Monday afternoon, if the schedule is extra full, we're shooting these videos out to you so that you have you have a connection point to the team, and you know what's happening with the weekend services. We try to be intentional with what we give out, but we're also on a rhythm here. We have a rhythm of what we do in our weekend services. We have a rhythm and a structure to our order of worship, to our liturgy. We have a rhythm and structure to the songs that we sing. But as we harness the power of habit and repetition and of sameness, I don't ever want us to do it out from a position of vanity. I don't want us to engage in repetition, tradition, sameness from a neutral position, or from an autopilot, I guess I should say, standpoint. I want us to be intentional. And so as we serve, as we do songs, as you prepare a song that you've done 1,000 times on the weekend, I don't want it to be drudgery, and I don't want it to be autopilot. I want it to be intentional. I want you to take an approach to your preparation and to your service in which you say, I have an opportunity to serve the Lord and to serve his people. I have an opportunity to be salt and light to my community through how I worship God and how I regard him. Through seeing God as holy and responding to him as holy, and letting our whole lives conform itself to his holiness, I say something about who God is. And so let me encourage you today with intentionality. Be intentional in your context today, in your work. The Lord has given you work to do. Whether it be your favorite thing in the world or not, it is a good gift from him. Be intentional in your work today. Be intentional in your relationships. He's given you people to do life with. And whether they are your favorite people in the world or complete irritants, we all have both, right? He's given both to you as a good gift. And in your rest, and in the time that the margin that you have in your day to be still and to know the Lord, he's given that to you as a good gift. And whether that time be wildly inspired and you feel all of heaven is open up in your connection, or whether that time be routine today, be intentional about it. Love you guys. I hope you have a great week. If there's anything that we can do to serve you this week, please do reach out. Otherwise, we'll